It is now 1700 hours, the designated time for televised entertainment. The viewing and enjoyment of this program is mandatory. Failure to enjoy this program will result in terminal discipline.
Live from the smoking ruin of his latest conquest, it's everyone's favorite megalomaniac, the terror that will enslave the world, the man you know is right because he told you he was the one, the only High Arbiter.
Have that announcer killed. Oh, hello, former citizens of Opinion-Ville. It is I, the High Arbiter. First off, I would like to address something that has come to my attention. What to call me? Am I a ruler or a dictator or some sort of techno-god demon the likes of which would have made H.P. Lovecraft kill himself with fear? Well, certainly. I am all of those things. But what is my title? When you cast your eyes and bodies to the ground when in my presence, and I deign to allow you to speak to me, what should I be referred to? Since you whiny little peons lack the mental abilities to craft an appropriate title for me, I will have to provide you with one. I am to be referred to as High Arbiter. There really is no word for a ruler/dictator/god demon, so High Arbiter works for me. I am not to be referred to as Chief, or the Big Ha, or Arby. Especially Arby. If any of you are witnessed referring to me as Arby, your death will take decades to accomplish. Several long, painful decades. But High Arbiter, I hear you ask, with your stupid misshaped mouths and aggravating voices. What now? You have taken Opinion-Ville. You control everything in town. You are handsome and intelligent, and we are all terrified of you. What are you planning to do next? To which I would reply, you ask too many questions. My plans are my business, and when I want to tell you bunch of apes what I have planned, I will. Until then, remember the new laws and follow them.
Law number 1, the High Arbiter is always right and must never be questioned. Law number 2, the High Arbiter must be obeyed unless obedience conflicts with the first law. Law number 3, always obey laws 1 and 2, or die.
I thought I said I wanted that announcer dead. Anyway, see how simple that is? If you follow those 3 little laws, you can live lives. Long and happy are subjective terms that I won't apply to your current predicaments, but lives nonetheless. What does this mean? You keep waving your hands at me. If we need to go to commercial, just say commercial.
We'll be right back to this special message from the High Arbiter after this special message from the High Arbiter.
Scared, angry, confused, feeling as though that now that the High Arbiter has taken control that maybe life isn't worth living? Well, the Arbiters of the Internet know something you can do that will end all of your emotional turmoil. Suicide. By killing yourself, you alleviate your suffering, and it saves us the trouble from hunting you down and killing you ourselves. Suicide. It's a win-win situation.
And now we rejoin our glorious leader for even more honeyed words of wisdom.
How is he still alive? Do I have to do everything? Now, as for these segments that were produced from Opinion-Ville and posted to YouTube, they will stop to be replaced by stunning content provided by me. I am certain that within minutes my videos will have millions of views and subscribers. Lastly, I just want to reiterate, I am God now. I am the law. You all do what I say do. Obey me and you will live. Disobey me and you will die. Oh, and I wouldn't hold out any hope that someone is coming to save you. There isn't. I am the only game in town, baby, and no one is stupid enough to stand up against my power. No one!
Can you do it or not? Well, of course I can. I'm a genius, remember? Hey, did you hear that, everybody? He's a genius. So what's taking so long, genius? Well, if I could get to my labs and use my equipment, it would expedite matters. But those black-robed bastards have taken it over. And what equipment you've given me to work with, well... what's wrong with what I gave you to work with? A Commodore 64, a butter knife, a 9-volt battery, a box of old Battle Beast toys, and some used aluminum foil? You, sir, are lucky that I am a genius!
So we should be able to broadcast?
Of course it should! I use science! Good, because I want to use this broadcast to shove my boot right up Arby's digital ass. Not literally. No, of course not. Oh, good, because if you did, I was going to need a lot more aluminum foil.
Did he call me Arby? It is now designated time to answer questions from the rabble and detritus. Today is day 1 of the new Arbiter calendar. Citizens who failed to comply and have been liquidated today are Tabasco Jones, Daisy McPherson, Dippy, Idaho Can, and Unidentified Hobo. Learn from their non-compliance and obey. Now for your inquiries. Reasonable Rabbit, pathetically S. Intimate question for Puppet Jason. Not a question, more of a statement. The Lipa's rebellion is against you. We have stockpiles of cute cat pictures, thumbnail drives filled with Tololo MP3s, boxes of pixelated sunglasses, bad MS Paint drawings of faces, Reddit hugs, Tumblr justice warriors, and most importantly, fully charged EMP banks ready to fire, all at the Arbiter's disposal. We merely await their signal that it's clear to launch. The criminal known as Puppet Jason is currently wanted by the Arbiters of the Internet for questioning and summary liquidation. Any information regarding his whereabouts will be rewarded with free personality restructuring. Sci-Fi Jory begs. Intimate question for anyone in Opinion-Ville if you get this. Do you want my combat robot? She is old, but I think she still has some combat still left in her. It's been a long time since it's been in a real fight. It might take me a while to reprogram it though. I only program it to punch creationists and people who are anti-LBGT+ in the face. The Arbiters of the Internet demand that you surrender your robot for reprogramming. Failure to comply will result in forced personality restructuring at twice the normal price. Finite Atticus asks questions with his pathetic mouth. Intimate question for me, Jason. Can you tell if Keith Richards is actually just a drug-addled puppet with a pole up his ass? I mean, he looks like one. Due to your close association with former acting mayor Jason Harding, you have been deemed an enemy of the state. Shock troops have been dispatched to your location for processing. And Keith Richards is a shaved sloth with riggets. Freighter Chaos stupidly asks, intimate question for Imaginary Gary. Are you really imaginary, like imaginary numbers, or actual imaginary like unicorns and leprechauns and Jesus? Or am I just imagining it? The criminal known as Imaginary Gary is currently wanted by the Arbiters of the Internet for questioning and summary liquidation. Any information regarding his whereabouts will be rewarded with a free personality restructuring. The real Paul Marshall asks, intimate question for Oswald and Trudeau. Why won't either of you play with me? The criminals known as Oswald Fuzzy Britches and Trudeau Magoosh are currently wanted by the Arbiters of the Internet for questioning and summary liquidation. Any information regarding their whereabouts will be rewarded with a free personality restructuring. And now a list of individuals who are required to report to the repurposed, blood-stained warehouse on the outskirts of town, where you will be gifted free kittens and puppies and various desserts. To find the warehouse, just follow the sounds of screaming. To aid in processing, call 1-800-272-4837 and make an appointment. That number again, 1-800-272-4837 or 1-800-Arbiter.
Okay, I think we've broken into the broadcast. Go.
I just want to say before we start that I'm glad you didn't get all exploded.
You too. Alright, I don't know how long before they shut our signal down, so make the announcement.
Okay. Hey everybody, it's me, Oswald. And I'm here to shout your name out. Name frame is in the picture frame dimension. So it's like old times with my old times friend Jason. Hey Jason, remember when we used to do this segment together before you became more popular and had to leave?
We're not doing the shoutouts, Oswald. We're broadcasting a message.
Let's do both. It's called multitasking.
I know what multitasking is.
But you're not good at it.
Yes, I am. Do the shoutouts, but do it fast.
Yay! Grayson Tirad. Hey, your name is like Jason, but with a gur instead of a ja, and a turd, but with tear instead of erd. Learn to spell. Forever comes crashing. Just like me, all the times crashing. Through doors, through parties, through china shops, through hospitals. Fake one. You are a fake one of what? Of a real one? Oh, you mean you're a fake number. So, does that mean you're a letter? Lord Dragon Manifesto. Let me guess. Your manifesto demands that all damsels that are sacrificed to you must be dripping in Crisco. That sounds kind of yummy. That Manitoba guy. Oh, that Manitoba guy. You should be ashamed of yourself for what you did in Winnipeg. You know what you did. That white spruce tree is still bent at a weird angle. Okay, all done. Wow, remember all the times me and you used to do the shoutouts and I would embarrass you and you would get all angry face at me and be all like, "Shut up, Oswald, you're so stupid." And I'd be like, "But I love you," like a brother kind of way. And you'd be all like, "I don't care, I hope I get off this show and never have to do it again with you."
Yeah, great times. Now quick, read the message.
Oh, right. Hey everybody, it's me, Oswald, with a super secret message to all you Opinion-Ville peoples. Come to the garage. That's it?
Yes, that's all they need to know.
Which garage?
This one.
This one? You're gonna hide all those boxes of naked girls magazines before they get here? Hey, why come they are all dressed like G.I. Joes?
Yep, it sure is like old times, Oswald.
And why come they don't eat all that chocolate sauce and whipped cream in those pictures instead of rubbing it all over their uh-oh areas?
Okay, pirate broadcast over.
And I thought Cobra Commander and Destro were dudes, so why come they have girl parts? And why come those parts don't have clothes on them?
Can someone please stop the broadcast?
Oh, hello! Trudeau here with even more suggestions for what you could have done instead of watching YouTube. That's right. Come hell or high arbiters, I am committed to doing the outro segment. Jacob Lively says, instead of watching this, I could start a second Texan revolution, install myself as dictator of Texas, and work with the drug cartels so I can be rich off that drug money. Then I can live in a mansion with a harem of hot guys while doing dictator things. Well, if you need lessons in dictator things, why not come over to Opinion-Ville? We're getting a crash course with the High Arbiter. He sees control of everything. TV, radio, internet, the government. If I wasn't pissed terrified, I would be impressed. Illuminatus X says, instead of watching Opinion-Ville, I could have been learning the secret art of creating three-headed dogs and running my own underworld.
I think you may need a bit more than a Cerebus to run an underworld. I believe that the big secret to running an underworld is to be a god of some sort. So I would start there. Become a god. Easy breezy. Firefly4F4 says, rather than watching this show, oh, who am I kidding? There's nothing I'd rather do right now than watch this show. Well, you are sweet, but here are some things you could be doing. Send help! Airstrikes, Marines, anything! I know that you're Canadian, Firefly4F4, so send us the Mounties and throw in some of your roughest hockey players. Arm them all with rabid beavers. Oh, and if they can, also deliver some of that real Canadian maple syrup. That would be great. That's not an emergency thing. I'm just addicted to the stuff. I drink it like water. And some days, I bathe in it.